you turn people off. And that, to me, that makes no sense, especially when you have an exit story yourself. Make that shit make sense. She has announced that she's exited the Democratic Party. And there's been some mixed emotions coming from people that's on the right, people that are conservative, people that have traditional values, maybe independent. And I just feel that I have an important message, being that I don't say there's a red wave coming. I say that there is a red, white, and blue wave coming. So I want to talk about it. For those that are on the live, I want to talk about it. It's your boy, Craig Long 45, Tulsa Gabbard, exiting the Democratic Party. Being courageous in exiting the Democratic Party. You know, there's some people saying, there's people that are sheep that are embracing the fact that she's exiting the Democratic Party, and she's a socialist, and her stance is on abortion, and her stance is on free medical care, and all these different things. Then you got some people saying, well, she destroyed Kamala Harris that one time on the debate. She's been pretty consistent in her stance, regardless of her being in the Democratic Party out there in Hawaii. For those that are opposed and saying that people are sheep for embracing the fact that she announces that she's exiting the Democratic Party, I'm going to embrace people that say that they're exiting the Democratic Party. If you guys remember, Tulsa Gabbard, if you guys remember, what was Brexit, what was Blexit, what was Lexit, all these movements that the exit, they were exiting the Democratic Party. So I find it interesting that we have people now calling people sheep and you're embracing someone that's valued. Look, people can change. Obviously, there was a mass exodus before where people exited the Democratic Party. You could go on the Blexit page and you can see a lot of people talking about their Blexit story. So I don't see why that this is any different than anybody else. If she decides she wants to leave, sure. Hey, we need to embrace more people that are on the Democratic side or independent that are not going to support these extreme ideologies, man. You know what I'm saying? So I think that some of her views are bonkers. I think that we shouldn't turn people off and have these type of reactions when we know that right now it's about saving the nation. And like I said before on other lives, I've changed my messaging from saying, and I'm not saying that you guys have to do that. This is just my suggestion. We know that there is a lot of people that knows what's going on when it comes to leadership in this country, that our country is messed up right now, that people are disappointed. The people that they've supported, the 81 million allegedly that supported the people that are in there, the country's not going the way that they thought. So when they say that they're exiting, when people are recognizing that there is extremists, extreme leftists, Marxists, socialism, communists pushing woke ideologues in their party, and they want to exit that, I don't think that we should close that off. Isn't this about saving our nation? Isn't this about restoring law and order? Isn't this about all those things that are our concerns about good parents going up against the school boards to fight these indoctrinations? Isn't that what it's all about? So we don't want to turn people off that say that they're exiting what we know is a complete satanic regime. I'm telling you. So I've changed my messaging from saying that it's a red wave. It's a red, white, and blue wave. We're going to have a lot of people from the left, the Democratic Party, like there was back when Trump ran, and we had all these Brexits, Lexits, and Blexits, where people were exiting the Democratic Party. I just think you're a hypocrite, and it's an oxymoron that now you would say people are sheep because someone announced that they're leaving the Democratic Party because of the things that we know is true. When we had all these people exit a while back, what makes it different now? So were the people sheep for wanting to support Were people sheep because they wanted to support your music? Were people sheep because they wanted to support people's voices that once were on the left, that once marched in Black Lives Matter protest, and now they see that, wait a minute, I'm not with this hatred, this anti-white and all these other woke ideologues that's being pushed? No, you don't alienate people because they once were Democrats and they're now exiting what they see as a problem. We encourage that. It's about saving our nation. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just like that Christina Walker little boy that's coming out against Herschel. Is the timing? Am I denying what the guy is saying? No. But the timing, absolutely, it's a hit job in trying to derail his father. Am I up here trying to deny that man's truth? No, I can care less. I think that personal issues with candidacies right now, we're way beyond that now. This is about saving our nation. This is about restoring our borders. We have astronomical amount of people coming through our borders. This is about restoring law and order, making criminals serve their time. Stop treating them with kid gloves. We know that these woke ideologue policies are hurting innocent people. Law-abiding citizens that are Democrat, that are Republican, that are conservative, Christian, liberal, whatever you identify yourself politically, they're hurting people. We know that we want cost of goods and services to go back to normal. We want gas. We don't want inflation. You know what I mean? This is about saving the nation. So if you're not for all those things where criminals don't have to serve time, they can be caught and released back into society. If you're all about people just pouring into our country and you having to pay for them to be shipped all over the country with your tax-paying dollars, if you're for that, then this live is not for you. But if not, then you're either going to need to be a Republican to vote these people out. It's really simple. What we're talking about now is alienating people like Tulsa Gabbard, alienating other people that once were Democrat, alienating people that are independent, moderates, whatever they want to identify themselves, that they normally 97% clip, they voted Democrat. I don't think that Republicans or conservatives or people on the right that support people that come out and say that they are exiting the Democratic Party, you shouldn't alienate that, and you shouldn't try to call people sheep and that they're dumb for wanting to support that, because then you're nothing but a hypocrite. There was Brexit, Lexit, Blexit, and there's plenty of stories as you can look at people having exiting stories from the Democrat, walk away stories from the, what is that movement? Walk away. What changed? You understand what I'm saying? What changed? So that's just my thoughts on that. I don't think that we should alienate anybody that says that they're going to exit that Democratic Party, because in my mind, it's about saving the nation. That's it. It's about restoring our borders, making criminals serve their damn time. I want the cost of goods and services to go back to damn normal. Gas prices. We don't want to live in inflation. I don't want astronomical spending for something that's going on way the hell over there that I don't have no idea what's going on. You know what I mean? That's what I'm for. When you express that, you turn people off. And that, to me, that makes no sense, especially when you have an exit story yourself. Make that shit make sense. I think that what Tulsa Gabbard did, you know, she's based on a lot of different things. There's some things that I don't agree with. But when I see somebody saying, hey, the Democratic Party has gone so far extreme left, they're pushing Marxist, socialist, communist, woke ideologues, I need to exit it. This is not something that I want to be a part of it. I'm going to encourage that, because I remember once upon a time there was many Brexit stories, Lexit stories, Blexit stories where people were exiting, walking away from the Democratic Party. And I just find it very, very interesting now that people are trying to say people are sheep and dumb and, oh, you know what I'm saying? Do you think that some of those people that exited the Democratic Party, some of their philosophies are not the same? They don't still have some liberal thought? I mean, I see it with people that say that they're conservative and Republican, they have liberal, a lot of the behaviors that we see from the left. I've seen it in my own hometown. You know what I mean? I've seen it in my, now I'm not saying, you know, don't approach with caution to come with openly arms. You should still have caution of people, but don't turn it completely off where other people are not going to be inclined to exiting the party that they know is doing wrong. You know, that you have to be able to use some form of discernment. But I remember, I've seen it in my own, where I live, in the district that I live, where Republicans, people that claim to be conservatives, they had Democratic behavior, how they lobbied against an endorsed candidate, which the candidate still won by 10 points. But it was so eye-opening. I was like, wow, you know. So this is just where we are. And do I have all the answers? No. But I strongly feel that we should not turn away people that are exiting the Democratic Party.
Yeah, oi.